What inspired me to be a nurse? I started out as an aide working in some of these very facilities around here. Had a patient who suddenly changed, like everything about her changed in one day, and I said something to the nurse and the nurse said, "It's her birthday, she's 96 years old, what do you expect?" And with that, it prompted me to go to nursing school and say, there's got to be better nurses out there than that.
You know, one of the unique things about hospice and all of our great folks that work in this setting is that it really is designed to help people live life to the fullest. All right, we are here today to recognize Dhawn Shea. Dhawn is a nurse, and from all accounts seems to be a very no-nonsense, get it done, figure it out no matter the challenge kind of nurse, which is exciting. That's my kind of nurse. One story that really moved me was a husband and wife. Dhawn lobbied to get a bed big enough for the wife to lay with her husband as her husband passed away. And it's those little things that I think mean so much to people. Hi Dhawn, I'm Jennifer Sheets. I'm the Chief Clinical Officer with BAYADA.
Hi.
And we are the Prize Patrol here to recognize you for the awesome nurse that you are and all the nominations that you got, and just thank you as a part of our Nurses Week celebration. Are you surprised?
Yes.
So just so you know, everybody was in on it, even Fred.
Fred is one of my patients here at the facility with dementia. He was a farmer in his life, big farm apparently, and it gives him great pleasure to talk about the farm life. So I think Lisa at the office did, and the social workers came up with the idea to take him to Hathaway Farm, which is here in Rutland area. It's a big farm. So we made it happen, and Lisa never actually went with him. I didn't have time that day. I held him in the side-by-side so that he could be driven around the farm and check out all the animals, and he got to pet the horses and the cows and the goats, and he had a blast.
Dawn, my dad said, was absolutely wonderful. When they took field trips, she was absolutely fabulous.
It's almost a thankless job. Like, you're there at the worst time, you're helping them through the whole thing. They pass the right way, they pass peacefully with their symptoms well managed, and then unless you're capable of kind of walling it off and moving on and giving your best to the next patient, it really isn't a job for everybody.
Mm-hmm. It takes a special kind of person.
It takes a special kind of person to be a nurse, period. Because you really can't take anything personally. You just kind of gotta shrug it off and continue teaching and educating and moving forward with what you're supposed to be doing for them. And if you have a goal, then it's your job to take it and make it work for you. If it wasn't an easy thing, I was a non-traditional student, scraping by, trying to figure out how to go to school and work.
Yeah.
From a high school dropout to here. It's all good.
Wow, what an amazing story.
Dhawn is wonderful. She epitomizes nursing. She is funny. She's dedicated. She's one of those invaluable nurses.
Happy Nurses Week!